To Cameroon's Anglophone regions now, where an armed conflict has entered its 6th year. Local residents are using humor and laughter as a way of dealing with their trauma. The conflict between the military and separatist forces from the northwest and southwest is rooted in the reunification of the two regions, which were colonized by the French and British governments. Paul Ngia reports from Boya.
23-year-old Elove Marie Cleophas is an internally displaced person in the city of Boya, capital of Cameroon's southwest region. 4 years ago, she and her family sought refuge there after violence broke out in her native Bafia village between the English-speaking separatist fighters and state forces. She has been traumatized and depressed since then.
We left because the lives of students were being threatened, and since we were going to school, we had to leave to come to Boya.
Whenever Marie Cleophas is not in school, she's at this family bar just next to her house, helping her mother serve drinks to customers. And in her free time, she relies on her phone for entertainment. She spends hours online each day, looking at skits featuring local comedians. It's her own way of healing.
So when I watch them, I'm happy. I take my mind off my stress and my thoughts. And gradually, I'm healing because if that makes me happy almost every day, because I spend 6 hours of my time watching Auntie Felicia's comedies.
Local comedians do whatever they can to ensure the people are happy. The International Crisis Group says more than 6,000 people have been killed and more than 500,000 others displaced since 2017. Kwo Elonge is an actor who plays the character Auntie Felicia. He started at the peak of the conflict and now has a massive online following. His skits resonate with ordinary people. He says his comedy is not just to entertain, but also to help people recover from their negative experiences.
What we try to do is to uplift, because people are already down. The crisis already has dealt a severe blow on our lives in every aspect that you can think about. So my role is not to remind people of their pain, but to provide kind of solace to them, kind of comfort to them. And I think that's why people gravitate towards it.
Psychologists agree that comedy can indeed be a form of therapy.
Since the Anglophone crisis started in 2016-2017, people have faced a lot of trauma, they have faced a lot of pain due to the killings and so on, and the destruction. And as an applied positive psychology, I want to say that comedy has a great role to play to release the pain of people.
The Anglophone armed conflict remains highly unpredictable as there's no clear end in sight for the unrest. But now that people here have chosen to look beyond the fighting and atrocities in favor of comic relief, there seems to be an aura of hope. Hope that one day they'll laugh out loud freely without having to worry about the next gunshot. Paul Ngia, Africa Matters, Boya, Cameroon.
You've heard of the FIFA World Cup.